Hi, this is Anne from Wonder Strange, and I'm just going to show you a couple of quick things to do that are practical if the only thing you know how to do is chain. So I mentioned the N hook in the blog post. This is your thumb rest part here, and that's where it identifies this as a US N size hook. The big fat hooks are also made in plastic, which tend to be cheaper, and in that case the size is not on the thumb rest up here, it's down here at the base of the hook where it says N, right there where my thumb is. I'm going to go ahead and use this just because I like it. I'm assuming that you're coming to this knowing how to chain, but what I want to show you, in case you haven't done it before, I'm going to recommend chaining with 3 different yarns. So this is my Woolies Thick and Quick, my Lion brand that I talked about, and I'm going to bring in a skinny yarn. This is Vanna's Glamour yarn that I just got at Michael's. So I'll pull that in, and then I'm going to pull in a gray. Fat yarn, the skinny yarn, and then now the medium yarn. And I'm just going to hold all 3 of them together. I'm just going to hold them as if they were one strand. So if you know how to make your slip knot, great. If not, take the yarn in your 2 hands, bring a short end over the long one, and then up comes your hook through the hole, grabs the yarn and pulls it back into the hole, and then you pull tight. And that's a slip knot. Now with all 3, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to fuss about where the yarn goes. You're just going to chain it as if it were one yarn. Okay, so easy peasy. If you haven't done this before, don't let it stress you out. It's just fun, and it adds some color and some sparkle that you can see. I'm just going to go ahead and chain. When I get done with this chain, I'm going to show you how to make it also into a kind of a flower decoration.
I'm hooked on the way that you look, a fever I never shook. Ooh, I'm hooked.
Now, as you probably know, when you're going to finish, I like to pull the loop out just so I know where it is. I'm going to leave some length on my yarn here. I'm going to come down here and cut it. Now, all I'm going to do to finish off is reach through my hole, pull the tail on through, and then snug it up. That's called fastening off. So now I have my chain. This long end is what I'm going to use to fasten this to my single color headband. So this shorter end, I want to make sure is very secure. So I'm going to take a thick needle and I'm going to fit all 3 yarns through. Maybe not all at once, but there's 1. Then I'll pull in the Vanna's Glamour. That's 2. Then I'll pull in the gray. And all I want to do is just make sure these aren't going to come loose. So I'm just going to take the needle through, bring it up under, bring it over. There's no quote-unquote correct method of doing this. I just want to make sure that these things are secure. So I'm going to bring it up under and do it one more time. And snug it up. Now I'm going to cut it again so that we do not have that string on that short side. Now, I'm going to lay this out on my leg. The reason it's a good idea to have contrasting yarn is that it's going to help to differentiate the rows in your flower. So you just want to take your glue stick, or if you have fabric glue, apply it to your yarn. But I just want to make this tacky so that it will grab onto other yarn. Okay. Now I'm going to take that short end and I'm just going to roll this. Very simple. All the way to the end, and I'm going to make sure it's snug as I go. Okay, now I have kind of a cute little flower. Now I'm going to take my needle again. I'm going to put all 3 through the end. Okay, and now I'm going to give just some added security here. So I'm going to go through that first stitch, and from there it doesn't matter. I'm just going to kind of randomly put my needle through the flower. Okay, and if any, like you can see here, the glamour sticking up a little bit, just reach in there and tug on the glamour, and then the thick and quick, and then the gray. And then I might bring it back through one. Again, there's no particular perfect right way to do this. I'm just trying to keep the layers all snugly together. And then I'll go back through to the other side and out. So I'm kind of designating this as my underside and this is my upper side. And then I'll go back through and do it the other way until I get to the middle again. Once I get to the middle, now I can use this, there we go, to attach it to my headband. Okay, so this is my headband that I made earlier. Just a simple chain with the woolies thick and quick. I know I'm going to want this on the side. So if I hold this up, I like it on this side. So I'm going to take this and just put it through the chain. Again, there's not a right way. You don't have to pick a particular number of stitch. I'm just going to, if you come in one, so I came in here, I'm going to go back up there. And then I'm going to come back down through yet another stitch. And really, again, my goal here, I don't have to put this on as if I'm protecting national security. I just want it to stay in place. So I can do that one more time. I'll just sneak it under this stitch. You stay over there. And I'll come up through this side. And then back down. So now my cute little flower is attached to my cute little headband. And you can see I've still got these strings down here. Those you would want to weave into your chain as well. And then once I get this done, I might even spray it with spray starch to encourage it to stay in the shape that I want. But that's cute, right? And then you could put a little button in the center or a cluster of buttons. If you're this kind of gal, you could put a little skull on there. There's lots of different things that you could do. You could even put a button in the middle. And you can get as fancy with this as you want or not. So cute.